Hello and welcome back everyone. I'm Day-Glo Buffalo, this is Let's Play Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders. When we last left off, we had just made our way to Mexico City in one of those flying machines. But we're not gonna hang around for very long. Instead, let's go and check out, not the kazoo. Yeah, that was very much useless. Let's check out the reservations terminal. And we'll head to Lima in Peru. Okay. An enjoyable flight later. We are in Lima. As we always do at this point, let's check out the newsstand. Isolated African tribe worships ancient astronauts. Okay, another jungle maze. As always, walk randomly. And we're out. We are apparently near a river or waterfall. Yep, that's probably the edge of the waterfall right there. And there's a huge carving. It's way across the valley though, so how can we get over there? Well, luckily we have our blue crystal with us. And there's a bird in the background flapping around there. So let's see, take a look at this. Ancient Incan bird feeder, fill only with dry breadcrumbs. Well, we got those. So let's find our breadcrumbs. Ah, here they are. Breadcrumbs and bird feeder. And here comes the bird. And it starts eating. So let's use the blue crystal on bird. At that very instant in the secret room. It's happened! It's happened! What happened? A part of the device has been discovered and tested. We must recover the artifact at once. Yes, at once. Wait. Your disguise. My disguise? Oh, almost forgot. My hat. My nose glasses. How do I look? Ugly. Just like a human. Good. See ya. Okay, so now we're in control of the bird, but as we saw in the cutscene, we should probably hurry because the aliens are onto us. So let's fly to the huge carving. We'll fly in one eye, and here we have a scroll. So let's pick it up. And let's check out the other eye too. There is a candelabra here, which is also part of the machine that we need to destroy the aliens, but it's too heavy, so we can't pick it up right now. So that's all we can do as the bird, so let's fly back to the valley and back to Zak. Come on. So let's give the scroll to Zak, and we'll revert back to Zak. Let's just... Phew, that was some experience. Yep, we have the scroll so we can walk off. Back to the jungle. So now we can take a look at the scroll. I can't read it. It's written in a bizarre language. Well, maybe we have somebody. Zlorfik! I missed him. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, maybe you have somebody who can actually decipher what's on the scroll. And that's a pretty neat teleportation trick the aliens do there. So, let's head back into the jungle. Randomly, of course. And we're back at the airport. Although we still have the jungle noises in the back. So, after Lima, let's see where our journey takes us. Let's go back to Mexico City. An enjoyable flight later. Let's actually head out of the airport and back into the jungle. Seems like we've been here before. And here we end up at a Mayan pyramid, which actually has it has 3 entrances. One over here on the right, one at the top of the pyramid, and one over here at the left between those pillars. So let's walk in the top. Now, what we have now is a maze. Unfortunately, we have a 3-dimensional maze made of 2-dimensional corridors for us. So it's not that easy to figure out. It's kind of hard to navigate. When I first replayed the game after buying it off Good Old Games, I actually went through all the mazes and mapped them out and figured them out, which was not always the easiest thing to do because a 3-dimensional maze presented as 2-dimensional rooms is not the most logical way. Of course, now for the Let's Play, that would take way too much time to redo all that, so I'm just going to use printouts I made from the hint book, which you get included with your Good Old Games purchase. Mostly just to kind of move things along, because otherwise you'd be watching me go through this maze for hours on end, and I don't think that would be a whole lot of fun for you. So let's just use the map and go in here. Oh, and another fun thing is that all the rooms are dark when you first get into them. So let's find a torch and use our lighter, not take off lighter, use lighter in torch, okay. So now we want to go through the door right here. And it's dark again. Use torch with lighter. Okay. We want to go through this door. And again, there should be a torch about, okay, here. Lighter. And walk in here. And here we are, in front of a huge statue. Well, huge. It's pretty big. With what appears to be a crystal shard here, but we can't get it out. We do have some strange markings here. Strange markings not entirely unlike the ones we already found in Seattle. We'll get our trusty yellow crayon. Where is it? Oh, here. And we'll use it on the markings. But it's not as easy as it was last time. We can't just, or we could just unite the points, but it's not really gonna do much because it's not that simple. We first have to figure out what we have to draw on there. And to figure that out, well, we can't do that on Earth. We'll have to switch to Mars and go to Melissa. And here we are on Mars. The landing site on Mars. I'm getting a little tired of waiting here for instructions. Yeah, this place is boring. It's got a great beach, but no water, and no guys. We should have gone to Fort Lauderdale for spring break, like everyone else. It would have taken us 2 days instead of 2 months. And I wouldn't have gotten sick every time I looked out the window. Yeah, and in zero gravity, that sure was a mess. Okay, now we're in control of Melissa, the girl with the blue spacesuit. That's Leslie, the girl with the pink spacesuit. So first thing is we should go into our van. We can use the oxygen valve to replenish our oxygen. Then we can open the glove compartment, pick up the cash cards, because even on Mars, nothing's for free. Pick up the fuse. Let's pick up the boombox. And there's a digital audio tape in the car stereo. How very futuristic. So let's pick that up. Might be useful. Okay. So, let's take a look at the cash cards. Take a look at this one. Leslie Bennett. So that's not our cash card. Let's give it to Leslie. So let's move on. Take a look at this. Let's read that sign over here. It's in several alien languages. Ah, here's English. Of course it would be there, why wouldn't it? Welcome, space travelers. Please leave the friendly hostel as you found it. No gum chewing. Friendly hostel on Mars. Moving on, here we have a tram and a monolith. Now the monolith might look familiar from a certain movie. Let's take a look at the sign. Face area rapid transit. 1 token each way, $100. Very, very expensive, but let's buy a token. A token! And while we're at it, let's get one for Leslie as well. Now let's head into the hostel. Let's close the door. Seems to be broken. Let's take a look at the sign over here. Don't be a space goof. Always wear your spacesuit. Well, thank you for that. So maybe we can do something with the metal plate here. Let's open it. It's screwed shut. Now, again, in the National Inquisitor that comes with the game, there's an article about a kid who got trapped in his car and used a dime to unscrew the door and free himself. So maybe we can use a coin to unscrew this plate, this metal box, or whatever it is as well. Now we don't have any coins, but we have tokens. So let's try this. Okay. Looks like a fuse box with a busted fuse. So let's pick up the fuse. It crumbled to dust in my hands. And use the good fuse that we have in the fuse box. Let's close it. But before we close the door, let's get Leslie in here with us. Hold on, let her go in the shuttle bug as well. And replenish her oxygen. Get out. Close the door, and let's move on out. Into the friendly hostel. Let's close the door. And open, or better, push the button over here. All right. Let's switch back to Melissa and go inside. Let's see what's in there. We can open this locker, and there's a can of gas. Let's pick up the can of gas. I don't need it. It's for a different game. That, of course, is a reference to Maniac Mansion that had a chainsaw in it, but that was out of gas and there was no gas in the game. So here there's gas and no chainsaw. Anyway, well, if you're interested about Maniac Mansion, of course, there's a Let's Play on my channel that you can watch. Plug. But anyway, I think I'll end this video here, so I'll thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.